This is the legendary 2ZZ Toyota motor that a lot of people know that came in the Toyota Celica GTS in America, and it came around the world in different vehicles. This was their racing motor for the street. This revved to 8,200 RPMs. It had a forged crankshaft. It had pistons and rods that were strong, that were also co-developed with Yamaha for vibration. It also had oil squirters on the back bottom parts of the pistons under them to cool the pistons. It also revved to the moon, and you could get them to rev to 10,000 RPMs with little modification. You could also get them to rev to 10,000 RPM with modification. At 6,200 RPMs, it had a different profile lobe because it has VVLTI, variable valve timing lift and intelligence. It also had 11.5 to 1 compression ratio. Whew, it's getting up there for compression in the motor. And it had a head that was helped and designed by Yamaha. And this is why the 2ZZ is one of the most legendary engines. Almost 200 horsepower, 190 horsepower, and 138 pounds of torque. No, it doesn't have a lot of torque under, but if you put it in the right light chassis and you let this thing rev crazy, you make power up top. And also, since this is geared to being a naturally aspirated motor. You probably don't want to turbocharge a 2ZZ because you're going to be going the opposite direction to take things out of it just to make it a turbocharged motor versus going full force with the high revingness of this four-cylinder. This was Toyota's answer to all of the Honda heads and all of the Nissan motors. And they said, you know, we're going to make a 2ZZ. We're racing 2ZZ. Here's the crazy thing, too. 2ZZ is... Don't you just love saying that name, 2ZZ? Like, it just sounds racy and it's so catchy. They actually had a 1ZZ as well. And a lot of people revered and loved these motors. I still think that the GTS Celica in America, the early 2000s, is probably still one of the most slept on two-door coupes front wheel drive with this motor in it, that you can get 6-speed if you're lucky enough to find one, that you can get 6-speed. This is a legendary high revving motor. Some people actually take them out and put them into Toyota MRSs, and the MRS even weighs even less than Toyota Celicas. So you'll be flying with 200 horsepower reliably. They did have a couple of problems, but